Hello and welcome to AAFT 24x7. Today, on the ninth edition of Global Design and Fashion Week 2025, we have with us a very renowned guest who has worked as a chef and in many Michelin star restaurants, five-star properties abroad, has have diverse effects on his life with different experiences. He is also presently an expert in culinary consultant and is the founder of Snowy Foods Real. We welcome you, sir,
Thank you.
Mr. Vaibhav Soni. Sir, we would love to know about your perception about international foods and their culture.
Uh, so I'll start from India and then we'll move forward to international. So it's better actually to understand, like, the audience will also, relate with it very easily. So likewise in India, every state has their own religion. They have their own, set of spices and ingredients as per the geographical conditions, I will say. So similarly, the food also changes. And when you move internationally, there also you will see, as per the culture, as per the geological, differences, they have different set of spices, they have different set of ingredients, and accordingly they make their food. And over the many years, I will say the sociology of the food has also taken place. The colonization has happened. A lot of people from the France, they moved to Vietnam, so what they did is they bought their style and thus impacting other countries as well, where the food gets enhanced more and learning happens. That would happen with us as well. Mughals coming in, teaching us about the Mughal food. British also came in, and a lot of other influences are there that you'll see over the different region. So internationally also, whether you are in US, where you see the global food is happening. You see most of them Indian restaurants are there, Japanese is there, Chinese is there, Mongolian is there, Arabic is there. So now internationally also people love to try, and being the transport mode is so easy these days, so you can travel easily to one place to another. Similarly, the food travels now quickly and other. So I will say, like, internationally, when you, if you want to get like diversify yourself as well, you need to travel to that country to know exactly how the food serves there and why it is done so. And then you come back to your region, and then again you see now how you can replicate that, keeping in mind what kind of ingredients you have, so that similar kind of taste and flavor can come in. So that's it.
So, as you saw that the students here have been working on different countries and their foods.
Yes.
You might have tried it also, and you might have also visited some of them and have
Yes.
had the chance to make that particular dish in your lifespan. So, would there be any particular country or something except from India that has actually caught your eye and the taste and the flavors?
So yes, there is. So initially, during my early time of my culinary journey, I always wanted to be an Italian chef. I was fond of pasta. Okay, pastas and pizzas, all of that. How uh, they are made and all of that. But when I entered into the kitchen, I saw the Pan Asian cuisine. And right now I'm expert, one of the experts in India. You can count on fingers and my name comes there. And I saw Pan Asian is kind of like a dish, or I will say a cuisine where, all your palate flavors plays a very crucial role. Sweet, sour, everything has to blend together nicely. So it, demands a lot of creativity and a lot of sense about the flavors to get into the right profile, because they are quite mild, sometimes they are spicy, but they have to be yet flavorful, creating something like from the region itself. Now, I will say an example like a Peking duck you will see in the market, and it especially comes from a region called Peking in the Beijing. Why so? Because the duck that has been, the raised there in their farms has the proper layer of fat, has a proper good what do you say, the skin and all of that, which gives the right texture to the end product. And now so learning that technique and making it how they dry it for 2 days in the front of how the preservation happens and all of that and the roasting happens, it's an art in itself. So similarly, like your student, represented today the different countries in terms of like food. So and then the color matching happened. So similarly in the Pan Asian cuisine also, when you create a dish, and accordingly you have the ambience of the restaurant as well. So I'm a consultant, so on that part I look into the theme of the restaurant or the hotel or the other anything else food outlet, I will say, where I take the menu first, I create it, and according to the menu the ambience and the other things follow. So first thing that comes in is the cultural and the food specialities of that restaurant. So Pan Asian is one cuisine that has always taken my eye, and I'm been glad that I learned it over the time.
Wow, that's amazing, sir. So the journey you have been through has obviously have had its own ups and downs.
Yes.
You would definitely have had experiences which have made you a better person in the perspective where you are working, or you might have learned from somewhere with a lot of normal things might be. What would be your vision to the students here who are wanting to pursue something very near to what you are doing, and what would be your life lesson that you would want them to do and should be aware of it before they get into this?
As you correctly said, there are always an ups and downs in the life, and that's what makes you what you are today. Especially the downs, I will say. The ups, always you have to be very calm and composed, no matter how high you reach. But when the downs are coming, you need to be very strong, and you need to say, ki, okay, this is what I'm learning new. Find yourself, make yourself strong in that position so that it doesn't happen in future. Because if you are not strong in that point of time, it may occur in the future, and again you will face the same issue. So you have to overcome. And I'll say one thing: get your basics right. It's always people these days, or I will say I've seen most of the chefs who are just entered into our industry. They quickly want to jump higher and higher on the position without learning exactly what is happening. The basics are not right. So get your basic right, and then other things fall in place. Because whether you are doing an Italian, or you're doing Chinese, or doing other cuisine, or maybe Indian, your base is strong. You know what kind of equipment you will be using, what kind of ingredients, what kind of cooking methods. If all are in place, then you can master all of them. So that is what I will say to all the newcomers, the chefs who gonna be will be seeing in future. Get your basic right. Be calm and composed. Don't be abusive, and follow your passion. If you know that you want to achieve something, everything takes time. Give your 100% to it. It will happen for sure. Over the time.
Okay, sir. So there are different companies that you might have worked for, and you might have had projects you are working on, or you would want to do something in future, or your future goals and dreams. You might have endeavored almost all what you wanted, but are there any more that you want to still discover and achieve?
Of course, yes. One thing I always keep with me is that learning never stops, and never stop learning also. Wherever you see there's a scope, grab it and start learning. It will help you. So whether I was a commie, or whether I was a supervisor, or as a head of a restaurant, or a head of a hotel, or head of a company representing the whole India, I've always had an area where it is written open to learning. So always there is something. So I am working on new projects, and with new projects new learning comes up, and with that you achieve a next level. You always achieve a next level. So always come with an open mind that yes, there is going to be something new to learn and something new to give to the world as well. Because there are a lot of people, new generation coming in, they see you how the things have been happening in the right way, and that is what I carry forward all the time.
That's really great. So there is situations like as you told that you have learned from your downs more than your ups.
Of course.
And if there has to be one scenario where you would say that you had a very tough situation or a place where you had nowhere to go, and what made you feel comfortable and strong that yes, I will do it no matter how hard this gets?
So I'll give an example. I was a kitchen assistant, a commie I will say. It was my initial days of working with Oberoi Group. I was in Oberoi, New Delhi. So I was working in a cold section. So if you don't know, cold section is like where the salads and the sandwiches get made. So a new hotel opened up. I will not say the name, but most of the staff moved out to get into new position and all of that. And when I saw that what I have in my hand is nothing, and it's been almost 1.5 years working with the company, I just know the salads and the sandwiches. But the thing that I was not realizing is the finish of the cutting of the sandwiches, the preparation of the salads, how they need to be presented. It's in me. But still I wanted to learn something hot. Those were the cold items. We have two kitchens, cold and hot. So I want to learn something hot. And now I was getting frustrated, of course, because it's been 1.5 years. I don't know how to cook, especially on the ranges and all of that. So I was cutting fruits, and suddenly one of my Thai chefs was standing beside me. He had almost like 32 years of experience. So he was just creating some jokes and all of that in front of. वैभव कल से एक काम करियो, मेरे पास आजा सीखने के लिए थाई किचन में. He used to work alone. I used to do night shift during that time. I used to come at 10 o'clock and leave morning 8 o'clock like that. So he said कि कल से काम करियो, अगर सीखना है तो कह रहा था सीखना है थाई तो कल से आ जाइयो, मेरे पास 7 बजे रिपोर्ट कर लियो और मैं तुझे सिखा दूँगा. मैंने कहा ठीक है. He was joking only. He was like कि ये नहीं आएगा. And next day, 7 o'clock, I was there. He just came in and saw my face and he got shocked. And he was like, तू यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा है? I said, आप ही ने तो कल कहा था सीखना है तो आ जाओ. मैंने कहा तो मैं आ गया हूँ, अब मुझे सिखाओ. He thought कि the kind of like he saw कि हाँ कुछ है लड़के में. But still, we used to call them ustads and all of that. They are not easy to go. आजकल जैसे हम सिखा देते हैं बड़ी जल्दी, वो नहीं सिखाते. सो ही मेड मी कट द वेजिटेबल. आ जाओ वेजिटेबल काट. मैं कहा यही तो मैं कर रहा हूँ अभी दूसरी जगह भी. मैंने काटा, कोई नहीं, चुपचाप. नेक्स्ट डे ऑल्सो आई केम इन. कह रहे अच्छा आज भी आ गया. मैंने कहा अब तो मैं डेली आऊँगा. सो अगेन ही गेव मी बैंक्वेट का पूरा मीज़ा दे दिया. अब ये सब काटो, चिकन काटो, ये काटो. आई डिड दैट फॉर अ वीक. ओके. एंड I remember after a week time, 7 day, a soup order came that was tom kha. And I was again cutting the vegetable only and he called me up. वैभव इधर आ. मैंने कहा हाँ जी. कह रहे सूप बना. मैं कहा मुझे तो आता नहीं. कह रहे तुझे सब आता है, तो खड़ा हो और मैं तुझे बताऊँगा, तो बना. And I cried. That was the first time I cooked hot food. And but I made it. सूप गया. And he said कि पीछे पीछे जा सूप के. मैं कहा क्यों? कह रहे गेस्ट से फीडबैक भी लेके आ. So it went on the table. Guest had 2 sip, and then I went on the table and I said कि sir, how was the food and how was the soup? And he said it's very good. I never had such a hot tom kha, and I felt so happy. I felt motivated. So the thing I understood him कि what he was doing is he was first letting me get my basic right, to cut all the vegetables, meats, everything into the right proportion, and then making me come onto the range and then teaching me the right way to add the ingredients. And I think that's the right way to learn. उसके बाद I worked there for a month in the same. I used to come, my shift used to start 10 p.m. I used to come at 7 o'clock, and the whole hotel was looking at me, the whole kitchen staff. Even my executive, who was very tough on everyone, became polite to me and used to send me 7 o'clock sharp. He used to ask me, what are you doing in the kitchen? Leave. रात को तूने जल्दी आना होता है. I was so glad. So when you work hard, when you work towards something which is good, everyone notice it. And then the God always notice it. एंड यू विल गेट, कहते हैं ना सब्र का फल मीठा होता है, वो होता है. एंड वो एक जर्नी थी व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड इनटू द पैन एशियन, एंड देन मूविंग फॉरवर्ड आई गॉट 100% shifted to the Thai kitchen. I was the only chef who was making Thai because that chef got retired, and I still speak to him. He's in Nepal. He opened up his own electronic shop, sitting there nicely, but I still talk to him. So I have regards to him. So he was my first mentor who taught me actually how to cook. And then I moved forward, and the journey has been till now also. I keep all of that in mind, that hard work always pays nicely.
Thank you so much for sharing your visions, your journey, and your morals that you have followed to come where you are and to
Yes.
become what you are.
Thank you.
And we are really proud of what you have done so far. For such more videos, stay connected with AAFT 24/7, Noida.